I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Tuesday, November 11th. Today, Winnipeg remembers. From the Convention Center to Valor Road, how thousands came out to honor sacrifice and service. Also today, a major security upgrade. How much money is being spent to enhance protection at City Hall? Plus,
I think Ian Fleming gave James Bond The Adventures of Sir William Stevenson.
The man called Intrepid. How a Winnipegger rose to become a spy master and international sensation. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. It's been a day to remember. Thousands of Manitobans gathered at ceremonies all across the province to honor the sacrifice of those who served our country. And joining me now live with a rundown of all the Remembrance Day events is CTV's Taylor Brock. Taylor, how were people paying their respects today?
Well, Marilee, there was a sea of red poppies in all corners of the city today. Common at each Remembrance Day ceremony were wreath layings, military tributes, and a moment of silence. Between the ceremonial tributes, you could often hear the stories being shared among seatmates. Thousands of people gathered at the RBC Convention Center this morning for the largest Remembrance Day service in Manitoba. The service commemorated 107 years since the end of the First World War and 80 years since the end of the Second World War. It included a passing of the torch ceremony with a reading of In Flanders Field, Last Post, and an honor song. Meanwhile, further across the city at Vimy Ridge Memorial Park, a ceremony was hosted by the Royal Winnipeg Rifles.
I think it would be such a crime to forget what so many people have given to give us our freedoms. So for me, recognizing those soldiers that went and gave everything, young men who went overseas asking for nothing to fight someone else's war for the right reasons, I think they deserve that honor.
Wreaths were also laid at the Royal Winnipeg Rifles Monument in the park.
Taylor, where else did Winnipeggers gather to remember today?
Well, Marilee, more than a dozen public ceremonies took place, including at Royal Canadian Legions. CTV's Daniel Halmerson attended a ceremony on Valor Road in the West End. Coming up at 6, he'll have more on that service and the street's significance.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Taylor. On this Remembrance Day, people are also honoring the contributions of Winnipeg war veteran Sir William Stevenson. He was an inventor, a businessman, and many believe the inspiration for 007. In the history book, Stevenson was known as Intrepid, one of the most mysterious and influential figures of the Second World War. Sir William Stevenson played an important role in the Allied victory, advising Allied leaders, breaking codes, and training other spies. Stevenson was also a friend and neighbor of Ian Fleming, the author behind the James Bond novels. The pair both had an affinity for martinis, with Fleming admiring Stevenson's love of gadgets.
Sir William Stevenson didn't look like Roger Moore or Pierce Brosnan or Sean Connery.
Few of us do.
His name was actually Little Bill. He wasn't that big, and he was kind of a bit on the round side. But also in that mix was a gentleman who became a very famous movie star, Cary Grant. And I think Ian Fleming gave James Bond The Adventures of Sir William Stevenson, sort of, and gave him the looks of the movie star, Cary Grant. In fact, Cary Grant was asked to be the first James Bond.
Sir William Stevenson was knighted and made a Companion of the Order of Canada for his wartime efforts. Today, the Intrepid Society continues to work to keep the memory of Stevenson alive. Winnipeg police have seized a significant amount of meth and illegal cigarettes as part of a drug trafficking investigation. Officers executed search warrants at 2 homes Sunday, one in the 400 block of Jefferson Avenue, the other in the first 100 block of Teakwood Avenue. That's in Garden City. Between the 2 locations, officers seized more than 1,500 grams of meth, which is more than 3 pounds. 480 grams of cocaine, more than $250,000 illegal cigarettes, and nearly $20,000 was also confiscated. A 37-year-old man faces several drug trafficking charges, and a 45-year-old woman is charged with possession for the purpose of trafficking and possessing the proceeds of crime. The city of Winnipeg is planning to make some extensive modifications to its building security. The city intends to spend just over $261,000 to enhance security at City Hall. A new request for proposals indicates it plans to rip out the existing reception and security desks and gates, and in its place, put new glass partitions and doors, along with structural modifications to the building. The city says the winning contractor will have to minimize disruption to council and committee meetings, including potentially working on evenings and weekends. As toxic drugs continue to claim lives across the country, a group of mums are fighting back. They've launched a new Canada-wide support network. A new national support phone line is now live and taking calls. It's being run by Mums Stop the Harm, a group made up of families who have lived through substance use-related harm and death. Officials with the group say there have been more than 52,000 opioid toxicity deaths in the past 5 years and an average of 20 deaths per day in 2024 alone. The service is staffed by trained peers who offer a non-judgmental space to talk and can connect callers to local resources. For more information about the service, you can check out mumsstoptheharm.com. A multi-million-dollar renovation project on a city-owned pool is just days away from completion. After being closed for a year and a half, Bonnie Vitale Pool is set to reopen. As part of the $6.7 million project, crews built new universal change rooms, an accessible sauna, and new multi-purpose room. Visitors can also expect to see upgrades to the lobby and mechanical systems. The reopening date is November 17th. Turning now to the football field for one last Winnipeg High School game. The Quad A Gustafson Bowl got underway Monday evening between the Elmwood Giants and West Kildonan Wolverines. Elmwood took this one 35-6. Now, for those looking to extend the high school football season, the league is hosting its second annual combine on December 7th at the University of Winnipeg. Let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. A bit windy for those at outdoor Remembrance Day services today, Colleen.
Yes, it was, but a little bit warmer overall, but contending with those winds coming from the northwest. So there was a bit of a bite to them, that's true. But the sun was shining, and that was nice to see. And I've been watching this cloud sort of being pulled back from west to east over the course of the last few hours, like a curtain almost, and this sky will continue to clear tonight. So we'll take a look at the night ahead and the rest of the week. It'll be a busy week for outdoor events. We have outdoor events downtown with the Grey Cup Festival. The Santa Claus Parade is coming up, and of course, so is the big Grey Cup game on Sunday. More on that to come. Let's take a look right now, though, first through the Bath Fitter Live. I'm Bath Fitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. In Winnipeg right now, it is 3 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest at 22 kilometers an hour. The pressure is rising and the humidity is 71%. Let's take a look at traffic. There it is, a live look out onto the Norwood Bridge. As you would expect on Remembrance Day, traffic volumes are on the lighter side.
Well, I'm quite proud of them.
A celebration of service, how an entire community came together to show off their gratitude.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
The company is launching Monday surprise premieres, so you get a cheaper ticket, but you also don't know what movie you're going to see. A movie ticket typically runs around $16, but on Mondays they will be $8.99. For that, moviegoers will get to see a new major release, but they won't find out which one until they take their seats. Cineplex is trying out new things to make money as it battles against streaming services. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is up a fraction to 71.36. West Texas Intermediate crude is up to 61.01. Western Canadian Select is up a bit to 48.29. And the TSX gained 92 points to end the day at 30,409. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
You can see ads for all kinds of things on city streets: car companies, real estate, and food. The small Westman community of Minnedosa is advertising something a little different this Remembrance Day. It's past. And as CTV's Joseph Bernacki shows you, dozens of banners showing veterans from the community are now on display.
These people were all from our community, and they gave so that we could have freedom.
As Minnedosa resident Gwen Usick looks up at her father's banner amongst dozens in the town, she's proud to know his military service and others will be on display for years to come.
It's a sense of pride, you know, pride for the community, the service that he gave, and it lives on in all of us.
Usick's father, 4 uncles, and a second cousin are just 6 of 143 veterans displayed via banners spread out in the community of a little more than 2,700 residents. 73 double-sided banners have been raised honoring veterans from Minnedosa and the surrounding area.
Being a small town, of course, the word got around and it just mushroomed after that.
The first 50 banners were hung in 2019 and the project quickly grew. Dennis Pearson reached out to the Legion to honor the 2 generations that came before him.
We didn't go because we wanted to, we went because we had to. The area and the town, the families have a lot of pride in what our parents and grandparents did.
And that's not the only way Minnedosa is honoring the past. Over the last 5 years, the town has draped a poppy blanket onto the cenotaph. Lorna Hislop says it was a dream to make it after inspiration from one in England. In 2020, she reached out to a team of volunteers, including Usick, to help her knit 4,600 crocheted poppies.
I had people as far as Nova Scotia contacting me and saying, we've seen your poppy blanket and we absolutely love it.
It was very near and dear to my heart to be able to see something like that come to life.
A visible sign of the pride this community feels very deeply. Joseph Bernacki, CTV News, Minnedosa.
And those banners may get some extra company. The Minnedosa Legion plans to add the faces of more veterans on banners in the future. Are you ready to rock quietly? How an upcoming Winnipeg performance will be a little easier on the eyes and ears.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
Spotlight sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Serena Ryder, the Merry Myths Tour.
Colleen Brady back now for Spotlight, and we kick things off today with a concert tailored for families that will kick off soon.
That's right, Marilee, and there is no need to stay up late for this show.
All that noise makes it hard to hear.
A sensory-friendly show is coming to the West End Cultural Centre this Sunday. Fans of folk harmonies can catch the music cocoon with quieter music levels, soft lighting, and even toys. The venue will also have a designated room for destimulation and feeding infants. Performers include Isla Barker and Two Crows for Comfort. Showtime is at 1:30 p.m. Tickets are available on the West End Cultural Centre's website.
Well, it's going to be hard for some people to believe this, but including us, probably.
Yes, especially us, maybe.
It's been a quarter of a century now since the Grinch movie hit theaters, Colleen.
It really is hard to believe. Now, the Jim Carrey movie was released on November 17th, 2000.
Yikes.
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot.
Wrong-o.
The Grinch! I've mushed up this Christmas.
Universal Pictures shared a 25th anniversary trailer for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's making a return to the big screen for one day only. On December 12th, you can watch Jim Carrey in his iconic role at the movie theater. Tickets are on sale now.
He is so good in that role,
really
too.
is.
All right, speaking of the Grinch, the movie's signature song just got a makeover.
It sure did. Taylor Momsen of The Pretty Reckless recreated the song that was featured in How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you?
Kind of
Momsen
a rock and roll version of it.
Yeah, it's pretty. This is an interesting story. Now, Momsen has a unique connection to this movie beyond singing the updated Grinch song. 25 years ago, she sang Where Are You, Christmas on the silver screen as Cindy Lou Who.
What?
That's right. Fans can check out the band's new holiday EP, which features 4 original holiday songs. And I saw this on social media. It was a photo on the red carpet of her with Jim Carrey reuniting now as an adult. Of course, she was a child when she appeared in the film. So pretty cool.
What a connection. Yeah, very cool. All right, here's somebody who's super cool as well. Taylor Swift, of course, Colleen. We haven't talked about her in a while, but
it's been a minute.
Turns out she still has a lot of support from her fans.
Yeah, that hasn't stopped. And if you need any further evidence of that, just check out how long her latest album has stayed in the #1 spot. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl is #1 on the Billboard 200 for a 5th straight week. The Life of a Showgirl is only the 2nd album in 2025 to spend its first 5 weeks at #1, following Morgan Wallen's I'm the Problem. There's more to come for Swifties. The End of an Era docuseries begins streaming in a month.
And I was hearing this maybe wasn't her best album, but Swifties don't care.
Yeah, it's the reviews a little, well, everyone loves it. It's just, is it your top Swiftie album or your second? That's the debate, I think, amongst the Swifties.
Okay, see, I'm not a Swiftie, clearly. I mean,
it's only a matter of time before she gets us all, right?
Yes, yes. So, anyways, download it. It's highly popular and accessible.
Indeed it is.
Thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Your primetime lineup starts at 7 with E-Talk and The Big Bang Theory. MasterChef Canada is on at 8. At 9, Catch the Traders Canada. And The Pit wraps things up at 10. It is all right here tonight on CTV.
The CTV Primetime lineup is brought to you by Strictly Amish, exclusively in Arborg, Manitoba.
And on this Remembrance Day, there is, well, no traffic to speak of right now, except for that one car in Osborne Village right now on Osborne Street. It will be a lot busier the rest of this week. I will have your full forecast coming up for some of those outdoor events.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
The snow came early this season in Quebec, and the heavy snow is causing widespread power outages across that province. Check this out. Around 20 centimeters of snow fell in downtown Montreal overnight. Now, according to Environment Canada, more than 300,000 addresses across the province are without power. The heavy snowfall has weighed down trees, pushing branches onto equipment and causing outages. 800 people are on the ground trying to restore that power as quickly as possible.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
And Colleen, as you know, one of my sons is in Montreal and was sharing pictures of all that snow. Boy, did they ever get a lot. And I think this is the first year in a lot of years that I'm laughing at them instead of them laughing at me for the first snowfall.
And I was just going to say, for everyone who calls us winter peg, and they don't mean that kindly.
That's right.
Just some proof that we share that love with much of the country. This time it was Montreal's turn. Boy, oh boy, that's an awful lot of wet, heavy snow. Hopefully you get that power up and running before long. No snow in our forecast, at least not in southern Manitoba tonight. We have high pressure building in, and it's been slowly but surely clearing the sky throughout the day from west to east, starting to clear up now quite nicely in the Winnipeg area, although we did get some sunshine. We have actually a warm front over the province today, but still we have those northwest winds associated with it, ironically enough. Now, having said that, it was a bit of a cool breeze, but temperatures much warmer than they were a couple of days ago, well up above freezing, and we're only getting started. Just wait till I show you the long-range forecast. Further east into northwestern Ontario, look at these winds racing from west to east across that region there with some light clouds. It looks like the radar is sort of firing off a bit there. But there is snow that continues to fall in parts of northern Manitoba and in the northeast, pushing into north central areas, coming back down into parts of northwestern Ontario. Watch out for some freezing rain. Now, this is precipitation out ahead of that front. Now, it was sitting over eastern Manitoba this morning, so we have showers out in front, freezing rain, and some flurries or light snow all moving out of Manitoba and into northwestern Ontario. Overnight, meanwhile, we're clear here in the south, paving the way for lots of sunshine to return, and another day with temperatures well up above freezing and well up above normal. And you can see increasing sunshine throughout the day, and increasing places will be sunny or clear. That sunshine will eventually eventually make its way to you in northwestern Ontario. Into Thursday, we go a little bit of cloud for the upper third of the province, but for central and southern parts of Manitoba and to the east in Ontario, another sunny day. For tonight, mainly clear for the city, down to -1. These northwest winds will continue. They diminish, but only slightly, still gusting up to 40 kilometers an hour. Northwest winds tomorrow, but without the gusts, up to 6, mainly sunny. And then check this out. Now, we hit Thursday, Friday. There'll be a lot of outdoor events in downtown Winnipeg associated with the Grey Cup Festival, and conditions look great. Sunny Thursday, 6. 10 on Friday. Granted, it'll be a little cloudier in the afternoon. Santa Claus Parade goes Saturday, a high of 4 degrees. Grey Cup Sunday, sunshine with a daytime high of -2. Let's take a look at our first weather photo. This one takes us out to Caddy Lake in the Whiteshell. Barb was pointing out how the ice is just starting to form. You can see that there on top of the water there. Now, this photo is from Kirsten out near Beausejour. That was taken today with some green grass there. Send us your weather photos to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
The CTV Skywatch Pick of the Day is brought to you by the Manitoba Chiropractors Association. We've got your back.
There was an enormous lineup at the Mint today as people waited to be among the first to get their hands on a new commemorative coin. Yeah, that's just some of the line. It's stretched way down there. The new coin marks the 25th anniversary of the repatriation of Canada's unknown soldier. It depicts the tomb of the unknown soldier and the silhouettes of 4 centuries, as well as a colored image of a poppy.
And just to see all those people for this coin makes me think that, you know what, maybe Remembrance Day is still really important to a lot of people.
We've been here often, and I cannot believe the lineup here. It's unreal. Well, just the design, the poppy and so on, I think it's very, very appropriate for Remembrance Day.
And if you couldn't make it down this afternoon, don't worry. The Mint is holding another coin exchange on November 27th and 28th. Just don't forget to bring some cash with you. Our camera operator that was down there capturing this footage got one of the coins and brought it back. They really are quite spectacular to see. So lucky all of you that waited in that long line to get one today. And if you didn't, the 27th and 28th is another chance to do so. That does it for us this hour, but don't go far. We're back at 6 with much more local news. Hope to see you then.